Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be looking for the chicken shed this go around. Go ahead and get started here. So we're going to start off in the basement. We are looking for the green slime transition. And obviously this is the chicken shed's going to be the room that has the giant pig, as well as the introduction to the vampire chicken. I can't. Thank you very much. Alright. Yeah, chicken shed. We're in the lengthier rooms of Chapter 2, just in terms of like size of the room and how long it takes, just because you are going all the way there, all the way back. Whoops, I forgot to rest this. Chicken Shed's probably one of the longer rooms within the confines of Chapter 2. There's definitely longer rooms. Not very many of them are in chapters. It might be the longest. The only glowworms are pretty much easy to grab, definitely easy to grab, so it's the longest ingredient to grab for sure. But moving on. Again, I already know that. I'm not that far away from it in the proximity of the map. I'm 2 rooms by technicality, because it's boundary to farmyard and then farmyard leads to the chicken shed, so on a technical level I'm not that far away from it. In a quarter of rooms perspective, I am way away from it. I'm about 30 minutes. This is... No. This is somewhere like the 70s. I think like 72. It's either 72 or 73. Get off me. I'm not working? Nope, you just decided not to show up. Alright, cool. I should be fine unless this immediately ends. Okay, there was less time on that than I thought there was. Got you. This is what we're looking for. Not the room we're looking for. Right transition, wrong room. Should I come over here? The fact that somebody was quick to make those noises. And then we're leaving the house. That's the wrong direction. I need to be in, like, the back of the house. Like, behind the house, not in front of it. I don't need this until, like, way later from now. Like, I got a whole bunch of other rooms to do before I touch this. Maybe? Nope, you're gonna throw me right back in the grand hallway. Okay. I got you. Okay. Alright. I missed everything. Didn't damage this. At least for now. It's not gonna last, but you know. There's the damage. I think I'm too far over again. I might be in the right spot, I might not. Oh, yeah! Oh, it's too far to the left. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, moving on. The greenhouse. This is in Chapter 3. It doesn't need to be in Chapter 3. Instead, I'm just going to run away from what we do. going back into the greenhouse. And when we came into the second greenhouse, I was like, well, there's vampire chickens in the first part of this. Well, now there's actual vampire chickens. So this has the enemy that we're looking for in the chicken shed, as well as the vampires. This is not the room I'm looking for that has vampire chickens in it. I need, like, the first one of the vampire chickens. Hey, you know what? No, let's play a dangerous game. See, I'm gonna kill that from Oop, I did not get it. I think I got it. Yep. Right. This is gonna fall into the same room back-to-back scenario, which is for something much later. Oop. Back-to-back chickens? No. It's just some grumpy old butler's room with a couch that you can swing and break. Into the kitchen! Number 5. Within the confines of chapter 3. No, thank you. I don't want you either. I'm really not going to leave. Right, moving on. Close. We're close. Garbage yard. We're running away. Not that that means anything, but you know, we're close. Grab this. Let's do a game you played on my childhood. It was a spider stomp, I think. It was like a mat on the ground that you put down, and it had a bunch of spiders on it, and you would basically like a, you know, light pattern kind of situation, where it would light up and you would step on it. And I think it was called Spider Stomp. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, please let me know, because I really don't want to be the only person who is trying to remember something that it doesn't actually remember from. Which is ironic, because that's exactly what happened with this game too. Is and I've seen a lot of people either that have joined or even mentioned this game. And I remember this game being a fever dream and not actually existing. I've talked to quite a few people that have been like that. They're like, oh yeah, I remember this game. And like, well, it does exist. It does exist, yes. But yeah, for the longest time, I was just got out of high school because I discovered this game back again in 2016. I was like, from like 20, all the way like age 14 to 16, I was like, I know this game exists. I don't know what it's called, but I know it exists. And then the word replay came out. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not imagining this. This is a real game. And luckily I've talked to some people, and I'm not the only one that has shared that opinion. Or the memory that they forgot this game existed, or they didn't think this game actually existed and they just dreamed it. So, if you're one of those people, let me know. But anyway, glossed over a couple simple rooms. Lighthouse door is nothing. Corridors 2 is nothing. This is a ninja mess. This is the introduction part of the ninja. As someone from the server's chat likes to call them ninjos. They said everything. They said all the imps look like jinjos. So they just started adding. They're trying to incorporate jinjo into the name of everything. Quite entertaining, actually. And that's kicking the wrong way. I'm not kicking them. Alright. Simple enough. Now I have to get out without dying. It should be okay? Yeah. There's a stupid. Moving on. back to the lower corridors. Like this, just give me a bunch of very simple, quick rooms, and then give me the chicken shed, and then we'll be good to go. Yep. I have suffered a bit of a scare. Be sure not to let that last too long, because it's kind of a dangerous thing given the much that it has. Because not only is it half your movement speed, but it also means that all the damage you take is doubled. Well, we're again in the right area of the house, or I should say the grounds of the house. The stables is connected to the farmyard, which is connected to the chicken shed. I have a feeling that the game's gonna try and pull some things. I'm probably gonna end up with a woodshed and workshop before the end of this video, because that's just kind of that's the vibe I'm getting so far. I'm probably gonna get both boundaries, because I got one of them. So I'm probably gonna get Foundry 1. I'm probably gonna get a different form of the farmyard, or any version of the farmyard. And then probably workshop and woodshed. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It's a lot of rooms. Although none of them are really bad. The workshop one's not bad. If I got workshop 2, that's a little more. That room sucks. That's just gonna take a while. Workshop 1's not bad. Woodshed 1's not bad. Woodshed 2 takes a little bit longer. It's not that bad. Right. Riddle piece. Okay, so this is the second riddle piece, which is the first one we picked up. There's time I was like, have I gone to the potting room yet? I haven't. Moving on. Freeze everyone because I don't feel like I need to deal with moving pieces when I'm just told not to take damage. Here, and then here. Should be good. Even if I take damage here, it's in a wide enough space that I do not have. However, if I can't get out of it, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to wait this out. There we go. There we go. Moving on. Back into the grand hallway. We're gonna go up the stairs into what is supposed to be the upper corridors. However, I don't see that happening. Nope, 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 nope. Go away. Go away. You are not killing me. Absolutely not. Have fun with that. Alright, we're supposed to be upper corridors, but instead, it's the attic. The topmost part of the house. And the only room that's anywhere above the upper level of the mansion. Although I guarantee you, like, the top of the Levine house is probably taller than the mansion. I could definitely see that being a possibility. Oh, that's a haunted TV! Well, I don't care because it was right where it needed to be. This. Do that, I'm gonna mess it up. Get this and get out. Alright, and... oh, house. Okay. Nice, simple, quiet. There's just some zombies fighting the ghost in the wall. And a ghost in the air. I just can't see them. They're not blindly swinging, they're hitting something. You can see it. Cooper doesn't have that vision. I have clear vision on this! Cooper can clearly see this. And he is not a fan of it. Although I think it's partially because the camera angle makes it look a lot worse. It's like, that doesn't look too bad. But the camera angle when it first shows is a bit rough. I mean, I know why it's getting canceled there. I figured maybe it would show up this one time. There is a ghost that can show up there, although it's incredibly rare. Does not show up often. Might be one of the more rarer ones in the entire game, honestly. Because it just doesn't show up. And then when it does, it's when you forget it exists. Alright, anyway, cloakroom. If I... hold on. I'm an idiot. It's you. I'm stupid, but it's fine, because I know where these are. It's this guy right here, so... It's free. That's what I figured was going to happen, but it's fine. But no, for those of you wondering, well, how did I know? The coats and what's contained in each coat does not change. The only RNG with that room is which enemy you're told to kill. The zombies are in the one closest to the entrance. The flying imps are one by the windows. The imps are the ones that you found, or you saw me kill. And then the mummy is right as you go in, immediately to the right. So, the only challenge with that is which room gets, or which enemy gets pulled from the 25% chance of each. I'm assuming it's a 25% chance. I could be wrong. It could just be completely random. We are getting closer and closer and closer, because this is the farmyard, and this is the correct farmyard, which means if I pull chicken shed, we're in back-to-back correct rooms. But unlike the last video, I'm not gonna do this whole spiel of everything. I'm just gonna leave. Roger has been killed. He is still upset because Roger was his buddy. He killed all of his friends. And I do not care. Because I'm just leaving. Goodbye. Chicken shed? No. No, that's not it. That's not great. I mean, it's not awful. There's definitely worse ones. But warlocks in general, you just gotta kind of be careful. Alright, you're gonna give me the worst possible luck. I understand. Where are you going? Here. Grab the crate. Major full count room, and we through. We get to the door, and because we're close enough to the door, this thing comes out. The automatic engine. That's the first sequence I've actually had to do in the whole. Nope, I had to do one other one. I had to do the amber one. It's not the first one I had to do. Number 10, Way of Living. Number 2, What's a Googling? I got 14. Okay, so I figured out how to get the 14-second thing. You have to pre-fire that. So you can get 14. I did not get lucky the one time. You just have to pre-fire. That's not that hard to do. Although I'm going to have to look into whether or not that's actually faster or not, because it might be, it might not because of the distance. Because I had to get pretty close to the tub to even, like, get that. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that. But I'll figure it out. Relic number 2. Break that, break this. We'll talk to Ribs. There is blood rushing down that head, that's for sure. That looks uncomfortable. I mean, to be fair, they all do. Some of them are in slightly more uncomfortable positions than others. Yeah, you're not hitting me with that stupid little arm. Go away. Oop, that's rough. Big kill on that. We get a kill here, and a kill here. Good go. And something's not dead. What's not dead? You're not dead. And I'm going away from you because I don't want to deal with you. Alright. There we go. Into the cinema engine. No, this is not correct order. Because even though it is in Chapter 5, it is not the correct order. Yeah, let's get this thing away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, there's there's one of the workshops. Well, it's the one I don't want. Although I say that, but I've kind of just turned this into a I don't care room. Because I'm going to be real, I don't care. I'm just throwing caution to the wind in this room. This is probably just going to become a permanent thing. I really don't care. I think this is funner. More fun, funnier. More entertaining. It is slightly funny just to like put the rifle and just listen to it. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. I need someone to take that for me. Thank you. Okay, cool. Get that out of here. Alright. This out of here. Get this, because I'm not trying to eat dirt. Whoa! You are right there! Somebody eat that for me. Thank you. Woof. Alright, I'm going to hang over here. We're going to go a different way. There we go. Come on, come on, not me, not me, anybody but me. Oh, that was bad. Okay, alright, we're going. I will say this is slightly more entertaining to do, as compared to, alright, I'm leaving. As compared to grabbing 2 cans and doing nothing for 40 seconds. I do find this a little more active. Alright, moving on. into the grand hallway. Alright. I gotta make sure I shoot, that way I don't die. Dojin! Time for Dojin. It'd be great if we went from Dojin to chicken. Okay. Am I getting it? Yeah, I think I'm too far. Moving on. What next? Walled Garden, Chapter 5. Alright, let's get it. 4, 5 rules, and breaking all of them immediately. Because I could not care less. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we're back in the farmyard. I don't think I've had this introduction yet. Which means this might throw me off. And I decided to throw the barrel anyway because I'm just not that good. But I literally told myself, like, hey, this is the one that doesn't have the thing. You still have to do the intro. Don't throw the barrel. And I took 2 steps up. I was like, oh. No, the intro played and I just didn't remember it. Nope. It's just I didn't get close enough for the trigger to play. That's great. Dining room. Post my room. Yeah, do it yourself. Better yet, go talk to the cook. Cooper's just here to beat up everything in the mansion and go away. Right, moving on. From the dining room, we go back into another lower corridors. Get me. Really? I said hit me, not nudge me into it. Like instead of just shooting me over it, it decides to just push me into the trigger. Yeah, I appreciate that. That was lovely. Into the sitting room, kind of break some things. Cooper's irritated after that last round. Let's do property damage instead. Because that was spite. Go away! You reading your newspaper. Done with the sitting room. Simple, easy, moving on. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, well, there's the other foundry. Which means the only room that I haven't mentioned is the woodshed. I've gotten every other room I said I would. Which, just for clarification purposes, I don't look at these before I do them. I just load them in and go. So, that was just more of an educated guess. Although, to be fair, I'm still missing a room. Because I still have not seen the woodshed. Which is the other room connected to the farmyard, along with the rest of them in the chicken shed. Alright. We grab this. We break this. We laugh at him because he's spinning. We scare cancel, and we leave. Gaming 2. Gaming 1. The second one's with the chairs. Got that mixed up for 2 seconds. Break the Xbox. Find the key. Right, moving on. From there, we go into laundry. Another warlock. That's a worm. Because that's a worm, I'm gonna go grab the turbo because I'm not playing this game. Kinda hoping that would break the next one open, but it didn't, and that's okay. Yeah. Where are you? I'm gonna try it. And I got it anyway. Sweet. Go away. That's about as clean as that gets. The only thing that could have been better was getting the warlock in a slightly sooner position, but as for the fight itself, that's about as good as that gets. Back into the walled garden. Doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. Look, there's the dungweed. The dungweed. Do you wonder if there's any association here of, like, so obviously dung beetles exist? I wonder if there's any, like I do wonder where they pulled, like, dung meat from. People that are rare when they made this game, it came in with dung. I'm just kind of curious where they came up with it. Because I feel like it's got something to do with dung beetles. But that's just kind of a speculation. Anyway. I was about to say time to leave, but then I thought about it and I'm like, there's too many green slime rooms left for me to call that. Alright. Not close enough? I can't. Yo, Cooper! What the hell was that, dude? Come on, man. I'm at 135. Not that that means anything, because the Falcon I'm giving does damage multiple to 10. Well, that's not useful. Alright. Phase 2. Hit. Hit. Get the immediate hit. And we go. Shoot that. And make sure we shoot the guy with the fruit. That is the only skeleton that's got range on you. So getting rid of that as soon as possible is advised. We shoot this, and this, and we get a triple here. Well, technically 2. Nope. You're not. the other one. Pre-fire that. It's gonna cost me a shot, but that's not gonna be too bad. Losing one shot's not meaning anything. Gonna mean a whole lot in the context of management. I'm shooting an extra shot there, hitting nothing. That might play into something. The first thing I do is focus on the last worm. Yep. No, that's fine, honestly. I'm good with that. Because that did allow me to recharge for a second. There we go. I think we're done. Yep. So if you'd be so kind as to get out of the bathroom. And, yeah. Yep, just run to your desk. Cool, thanks. And again. And if you'd be so kind as to, whoop, hit me, and then hit me again, and your desk. So I just got hitboxed. Alright, there we go. A little sloppy there at the end. That's better. Right, back to housekeeping. Find the key. How's our key RNG looking right now? Good? Bad? Not great? Not great, but better than the last option. Alright, moving on. Yes, now I want to say green slime because Baron's done, which means most of the green slime rooms that are left are not that bad. I don't think there's any left. I think the worst one is Chicken Cat. Nice. Ooh, nice. And we got the turbo. So we're good on that. Alright, you need all these ingredients. If I could give you the dumbweed prematurely, I would, because I already have that. Okay. Okay, this might be one of the worst forgetting about it. Yeah, this one's good. This one takes a second. Come in. I have better things to do. My sister's gotta make hemp stew. Well, if she's still 100 inch, I don't know how much hemp stew you can possibly need. Well, it's gotta make a good chunk of, I don't know. I guess it depends on the size of the batch and how much hemp each stew batch requires. Oh, it's really small. I don't really know how much meat's in these things. Completely ignoring the fact that when they die, they just fade into meat slime. So I don't actually know if that's going to be a major thing for muscle fluid, but that is my subscribe problem, not mine, no proof. So, just good for them. If the cutscene before this was explicitly stated that she's going to win too. But you see them disintegrating to the ground, so I'm not quite sure how you're going to do that. It's the one right after the chicken shed. Come on, man. I will say this is a unique room. And the next video, I will explain why it is a unique room, because we have a very specific circumstance that only occurs in certain rooms. That is one of the few rooms that has a circumstance, but I'm not going to talk about that until the next video. Anyway, Scullery 1. Over here, spider drops down once you grow into this small section. Grab the pot. Someone needs to clean up the sinks. I don't want to know what the smell would be. Probably not great, I'd guess. Judging by the green odors and everything coming out of the floor drain and the sinks. I feel like that might make it rough. Hey, I caught the midair one. There we go. Nice. I got a double damage there for a second. Which is really nice. And we're moving on. Trying to think. Hey, here's a. This is one of the longer rooms that's left. I don't know why I shot that early, but I thought we could do it. Not doing an official speedrun of this. There's nothing wrong with that noise. You put it in on me. Super, if you'd be so kind as to actually shoot the gun, that might do some good. I promise. Shooting the gun might help. Now I have permanent ammo. I have temporary permanent. Technically speaking, it would be temporary. I think temporary permanent arrow just. Ooh, I am way behind. Spent a little too much time free firing. Is that? I don't think I'm getting a. I don't think I'm getting a door trigger with that. Oh, I am. Wow, that's wild. That trigger is bigger than I thought it was. I thought I kind of understood what the size of that trigger was. Nope, it's a lot bigger. Unless it's just a straight line. I could see it being that, where as long as you cross, like, this line or whatever, then it activates it between that line trigger and the door on either side. Ballroom! Time for some ballroom sketch. Alright, let's take care of this. And then let's get the actual skip portion of this room. Well, what we do is not get involved. I am not a party person, so unlike people, I'm going to avoid. And we're just going to leave without touching anybody and not causing a fight. I'm going to leave, and because we've already been in the conservatory, it can't be that. So it's perfect. Did you? Here's the ogre. Thank you for eating my input. What? I literally hit A. But okay, game, be that way. That's fine. Right, looks like we should just... Oh, well, maybe, I can still get 4. I was just saying, it should be good to get just 3, but now there's a chance. Now that I opened my mouth. You do it to me? No. Okay, I still get 3. Cool. Our first look at the video. Moving on. Alrighty then. Hey, I'm not in a good situation. I am in a blind spot right now. Think I'm good? I think I saw something. That's right. Oh, I love the position of where you're at. Absolutely not. Nice try. You're not getting me with that. Gaming 2. Alright. Come over here. Grab thing that stores coal that I don't know the name of at the moment. And now we're gonna break a bunch of furniture. Because there's one thing Cooper doesn't care about, it's property damage. This man loves property damage. To be fair, he's kind of incentivized to do it. But it's not really his fault. Hey, you got to stare out the window. Nice. Always fun to kick an enemy over. Because it does kill them. There is a death plant outside the window. So, kicking an enemy out of a window does in fact kill them. So, fun fact, next time you see a window, that's also one of the only condition to killing the Reaper. You can kick the Reaper out a window, or I think the only other one is down a well. You can get him in the well in the farmyard. Other than that, there's no other way to deal with the Reaper. Alright, Scare Cancel Central. I can't help you. That's not actually Scare Central Central. Scare Central. Scare Cancel Central. Woof. Butchered that one for a second. And I get put in hell because of it. Alright, you. Alright. How long will we get sitting this one for? You can make it real quick right now. It'd be nice. No. What about this next one? What about this one? Nope. Okay, well, what about this one? No? You really just not liking me today? Okay, but do you hate me? If you just don't like me, you'll give me this one. If you hate me, you'll get it. So you just don't like me. Got it. Well, that's fine. That's the talent portion of this room. You did not show up there. Cool. Means I know who the rest of you are. You two down. Go away. Go away. Go away. And go away. Simple. Alright, and we are leaving. I was going to say we're leaving the lower level of the house, but we have not done the Amber fight. I don't think we've done the basement either. That one I cannot. I feel like we have, but I could be wrong. Haunted Coat. Also known as what's in one of my videos, called him Benjamin Franklin, which is kind of funny. Really? Cooper. You're too busy kicking a dead body, you can't kick the barrel that I need you to. So I gotta sit here and risk it. I haven't done the ribs fight, so I could be throwing to that. I could go executive order. Nope. Instead, going into the upper corridors. Through, simple enough. And from there, we go to billiard room. And we have met the skeleton. I have already killed so many of you. But nice to meet you. I'm leaving. Am I leaving? Because apparently I'm not. Apparently, I was just told to walk back into the same room twice. Alright, well, that's both billiards done. In very quick succession. Some might say immediate succession. And the even crazier part is it's in the correct order. I went from billiard 1 to billiard 2. There's levels to this one. Anyway, yep, give me my magical pool table that I can somehow swing the entire length of. On carpet, mind you. I'd like to add the fact that's carpet. That's a rug. The Cooper has the ability to swing a table on the carpet, which would give natural resistance to being pulled at that speed. No, part 2. Anyway. But, yeah, no. Cooper just yanked. I just noticed it's on carpet, which is crazy. If that's genuinely on carpet, and he can still pull it at a very good speed. Because carpet would naturally give pulling something like that a lot of resistance. There would be a good chunk of resistance from the carpet, depending on the thickness and everything like that. Anyway. Moving on, we've started the race. And the race is on. Because I'm gonna go kill Mr. Wood. Although I don't technically kill him. I incapacitate, I guess is the correct word. Because at no point does he actually die. He gets close. In the cutscene, Cooper pretty much he's fully prepared to just crush his skull in with his foot. So, fun fact. Well, I did say we haven't done this yet, so probably shouldn't have said that, but here we are. I was about to say, I shocked I got away with a somewhat wall flip, and then I got blasted anyway. Oop. Please don't be dining room. That's not great. That's like the second. That's the other one I kind of didn't want to deal with, but this one's at least somewhat quick. Alright. Let's grab both of our turbos to increase the timer from 20 seconds to 40 seconds. Alright. Matt, you want to go? Okay, you really want this. Eat it. Okay, really. Alright, well, that did not go. Wow, really? Cooper? You whipped the ever-living shit out of that one, huh? Oh, yeah! Alright. If this is dining. My ability to understand how this game works sometimes is crazy. Alright, well, that's back-to-back correct rooms. And this is the hardest 2-room stretch in pretty much all of Chapter 2. Doing the boathouse with the hunchback fight and then doing this. Pretty much is the hardest 2-room stretch. I could definitely see if people want to argue. I could definitely see an argument for the cellar and then the amber fight, because that's also rough. I could definitely see an argument for that. But in terms of speedrun strat, I think this one is one of the rough ones. I do think the cellar room is also not fun. I get it, I missed it. No, you're not. Whatever you think you're doing, you're not. You are going to be kicked to the door. Because Cooper's got somewhere to be. Let's close the door. Yeah, I definitely can see... I can see both sides of the argument. I can see this, and then... I can see boathouse and dining room, or I can see this cellar in the amber fight. That is the second room I've now mentioned that's showed up within, like, a minute of me mentioning it. Yeah, this and then the amber fight, I can also see a valid argument for hardest stretch of 2 rooms in chapter. That's crazy. Where did this little shit go? Come here. I'm not playing with you. Get over here. Just give me the key and I'll leave. Alright, moving on. At this point, green slime is a good thing because I'm running out of it. At least I feel like I am. Anyway, more here and here. It's a Medusa. Nice. I like the key RNG. I don't like the prick standing in front of me. This is my personal worst enemy in the game. I'd rather deal with 100 Jesses and Clydes than 100 Medusas. Because it would probably take me longer to kill 100 Medusas. Because I'd just be scare canceling or doing button sequences the whole time. Into the freezer. Second. Hopefully that sweater's warm because of this. I guess it depends. Because I've looked at restaurants and stuff like that. Some restaurants have their freezers at 32. Some of them have it at 0. So, I don't know. If this is a 32-degree freezer, or like a 28, maybe not too bad. If this is like a 0-degree freezer, those things suck. Been there, done that. Those are not fun. So I guess it would depend. I would probably say this is probably somewhere in the middle. But anyway. Alright, let's do this. GBU. Attacks. For a second, I thought I was going to hit the wall first. Nope, I'm not messing with that. Right, good. 6 attacks, dead door. Now we clear out, I think it's 10. No, there might be 13. I'm sure. Get out of my way. If I get out of my way, I meant you're not leaving. What did I just say? You're not leaving. I don't know what you think you're doing. Oh, I made it through. Yeah, I was just half a second later. But it's fine. Make it a new place. Okay. And he's just gonna sit there and stare at me. I'm gonna punch him and leave. Come on. I need green slime. That is what I need. Alright, anyway, infirmary. Super weapons, bottles. 1 Medusa. And 2 Medusa. And now I leave the room. Okay. There's no actual challenge here. Because I've killed the Medusas. Alright. Bathroom. Okay. Sticking into the earth, keeping within like the early parts of chapter 3. I don't know where that coat was going, but it was not where I needed it to go to get the double. That's fine. Well, it's just going to give me a double anyway, I guess. Just in the wrong spot. Alright, that's the wrong direction, because it's a little bit differently than our own. So. Let's get all the way to the back here. 15 range imps. I'm not ready to deal with you yet. Now I am. Really? Where were you hiding exactly? Whatever. I swore I had all of them, but apparently not. Yeah, nope. I'm not getting hit with that. Thanks. Gone. Alright. Music room. Simple walkthrough, just a little bit of button sequencing is really all we need. And by all we need, I mean all we have to do. Back into the grand hallway. And we're done. The bathroom. Alright. Bring out all of the frenemies. Because they're not technically enemies, because the Crater Fever is the entire duration of the room. This is one of the few cases in the game where there is permanent Crater Fever. There's only a couple. And I'm trying to think if there's a... I know of the only other... Whoa! Okay, somebody deal with that, please. Thanks. I know the Lighthouse Living Quarters 1, where it's introduced. And then the upper corridors. I think that might be it, unless I'm forgetting something, which I very well could. I'm just gonna, sit up here. Sitting up here can be a bit dangerous, because your blind spot is not great. You gotta kind of be here. But I'm just gonna keep listening to the sounds of the Reaper getting beat up. And then we're going to leave. Oh, yeah. And then from there, we've done attic. So, we'll go back to the kitchen. Yep. All these ones straight out. Second wave in. Super, if you can hit the ferret, that would be great. Yeah, 49. Not bad. Alright. Join me at the tunnel with the Dunweed. Nope. I'm gonna go elsewhere. And elsewhere is Griffin's quarters. And by going elsewhere, I'm leaving. I'll leave. Come on. Wreck some stuff and leave. Into the lantern. Okay. Simple. Go up the stairs, grab the glowworms, back downstairs. Kill the entrance. Look, with the book. Right. Out the door, please, people. Into the study. Good job. So that means by nature the keys in here, right? Yep. That's how that mechanic works. Which is really interesting. It makes sense. But still interesting that you can still look for the key even after you've completed the challenge with a CC can. Sure! Whatever you want to tell yourself. That's great. Moving on. Into the cottage. Into Fiddlesworth Dunfinland's cottage. Not a bad base. That's not very smart. I'm okay with that. Weapons are always good early. Because it means I can get some range to help do a little bit more. Well, that's crap luck. That's at least something. This is the last one. That does mean that I don't have the setup that I want. Eat a toilet paper, just because. You know what? Eat a second one. And get hit. Just because, for no reason. Moving on. There we go. And we are gone. And we would be headed to the second workshop. We've already done that. So instead, we go into the boulder. And for our second boulder stop. I've gotten a lot better at that. And in fashion, you get killed because of the 2 times that I've had to start challenge because you struggled to And from there, still haven't seen a woodshed. I'm just gonna throw it out there. And this is the final grand hallway, and I am gonna end with about 12 minutes and probably 45 seconds left on the clock. 12:43. I have beaten the race in 17 seconds. That's the wrong direction. I need to go the other way. I need to go back towards the farmyard, not away from it. Garbage Yard, Chapter 3. Break this. Grab our trash can. Throw said trash can. Break this chair. Come over here. And do this. Help me out. Sorry. My bad. My bad. I'm gonna hit you again. Sorry. Okay, I'm done hitting you. I have nothing else to hit you with. It's fine. I was half expecting me to die. Well, there's no damage as I did to him. I was half expecting the Ripper to just... Really? Fine, be that way. I'm really expecting the Ripper to kill him. Alright. We've already done second freezer. So, we go into Lighthouse Living 1. Up here. Leave. And are we actually leaving? We are. Here's the chicken shed. Okay. So. I'm not gonna worry about the introduction. Because it's whatever. So. Let's get this food out. Oh, a little flip for me. That's real cute. Oh, you're doing something? No sound. That does count, by the way. Oh. Soldier token. Kill that one. And then, yeah, we're gonna grab the book on our way back. Because it's right over there. But we'll grab that once the timer starts. But I have a feeling I'm going to be here longer than the timer. I have a feeling I'm actually going to hang around here to start. I am not entirely sure. I don't believe this is an infinite spawning system. But we are going to find out. I think there's only a set amount. The fact that that one now shows up is not great. I might be in an indefinite kill scenario here. Or, more than likely, what it is I am in an indefinite kill scenario until the timer hits. I can see that being a possibility too. So, I don't think there's any more back here. Nope, there's another one coming back here. I have a feeling that this is going to be an indefinite spawning until the timer of the challenge completes, and then the spawning will end. But I'm still getting him spawning all the way back here, so let's see how this works. Because this, I've never tested this. I don't know. I don't see any more spawnage. Okay, that's the wood. I don't see any more spawning. So I think my assumption was correct. That it is infinite spawning during the duration of the challenge, and then the spawning is set to end upon completion of said challenge. So, we're just going to make our way. I grabbed the bucket already, so we're good there. Nobody else? And that might be it, because I didn't come up front here at all. So I don't know if these guys are going to come out or not. I couldn't tell you. Nope. Cool. So yeah, that should be all of them. I don't think anybody else is spawning in. So that's going to be the end of this video. And we will be looking into farmyard number 2. Till then, have fun.